alla gente quanto poi è facile imbrogliare. L'abbiamo incontrato a Pavia, vediamo.
E in Italia per un giro di conferenze James Randi, il famoso ammazza imbroglioni, ospite all'Università di Pavia del CICAP, il comitato italiano di scienziati e studiosi che smaschera tutti i trucchi con cui spiritisti, mentalisti e medium prendono per il naso la gente. Ecco una falsa magia eseguita da Randi, la piegatura del cucchiaino.
I have here a stainless inox spoon.
Sì, inox, è garantito.
Inox, okay.
Sicuro.
I want you to hold the spoon between your fingers.
Così?
And I'll stand right here and I'll just stroke the spoon very gently like this with my fingers, you see? And watch what happens. Look, it seems to get flexible. Very strange. It seems to become rubbery. Oh, look at this. Now, look at this. It just seems to get all strange and rubbery and flexible. It seems to be, oh, look. Oh, it's fantastic. Look, it bends over. Oh. And it falls in two pieces. Now this is a children's trick.
Lei fa anche un trucco con l'orologio, cioè
yes.
cambia l'ora al mio orologio.
Take off your watch.
Sì. Guardi che è molto bello, eh? È d'oro, sono le
And the time is
5 meno un minuto.
2 minutes, 1 minute.
Sì,
This
un
agrees
minuto, sì, le 5.
almost the same as my watch.
Yeah.
Open your hand.
Okay.
Now I'm going to place it in your hand like this, okay?
Yeah.
Down like that. Put the finger of the other hand on the back of it.
Yeah.
Okay, watch carefully now. Let me see now. Not yet. No, not finished. Okay, now really. Now look. What time is it?
Sono le 4. È andato indietro di un'ora.
Incredible.
Incredibile.
Watch.
E poi Randi ci ha spiegato queste false magie, ma non ve le mostriamo. Anche la TV può essere un imbroglio. Andate piuttosto a vederlo e a sentirlo gratis alla prossima conferenza. A Torino, ad esempio, mercoledì 17 all'Unione Industriale.
La parola ai bambini in consiglio comunale, sono stati loro infatti
But I didn't know it was possible that it worked just like this, but I tried anyway. Just not believing very much in what I myself thought. And I tried just with the plexiglass. It turns out it worked beautifully. Like, not today because it's a very rainy day, I'm afraid, I'm sorry. But if to all the other days we try, now there's some other day you try, it's beautiful.
I still don't understand how it works.
Well, neither do I exactly, because charges go by induction, so it's a bit complicated. I have some hypothesis, but I'm not sure about it. I don't know how to prove it, trying the charge with negative and positive. But anyway, when you try, it's beautiful, because in a sense there is no trick. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's like having power in your hand. You go near the object, we tried it today. See, very small pieces like this, and that's, in this sense,
incredible.
It's incredible because it's.
I've never seen the experiment. You'd think you would see this experiment in a children's textbook or something like that.
Right, but it wasn't there, so it was. I think I was good to try. This was my. I'm proud of trying it because it was supposed to work. You know, if you know what I mean. This is, and it's not working now, I'm afraid, but the first time you can try.
As an electronic engineer, I have discussed with them an idea of what could be the physical principle behind it. And maybe it could be quite simple. It could be interesting to better analyze the situation to find out the exact polarities of the charges and so on. But the basic idea is that when you charge the surface and then you put a metal object on it, you will have, by induction, opposite charges concentrating around the metal object close to the plane.
Movement you can do.
And if the surface has equally well distributed layer of charge,
Yes.
you can imagine you have lines of force equally distributed around the object.
Yes.
When you put your hand, by induction, also your hand will become charged,
Yes.
and you will have that
The
on
same
one side of the object,
Yes.
the line of force will be distributed also towards your hand. This will create a loss of equilibrium
Yes,
between
yes,
the two
yes,
sides of
yes.
the object, and then the net force will be more towards one side rather than the other one. And it's important to have a round object, because in this manner also small imbalance in the forces will start the movement.
Yes, any imbalance.
So
Yes.
the idea is that, so you have a fixed charge, because on a
Yes.
dielectric like
Sure,
that,
sure.
when you put the charges on them, they stay there fixed, so they don't move. Then you have your metal object. Okay, you will have a concentration of negative. Suppose that you have positive charges here on the dielectric. Okay, you have a concentration, and you have lines of force, field going. Okay, well, this way, if you have positive and negative, going
Yes.
this way. Okay.
Yes.
This is the first thing. Then, the second step is that when you put, let's make another drawing. When you put a second object here, your hand,
Yes.
maybe in this manner, well, what happens is that also your hand
Yes, that's the
will
same.
become, okay, so on this side you will have
The same.
concentrated lines of force.
Yes, yes.
But on this side, you will have even repulsive,
Yes, yes, yes.
maybe. And in any
Don't
case,
take any of Vika's proof. This.
No,
I'm not
so-
sure, I'm afraid. The main thing I think is that plexiglass is important. The charge is all in the plexiglass, I'm
Yes,
afraid.
yes, yes.
of course,
Sure,
yes,
yes.
the charge, but also here, I mean, you have in the metal, the electrons can move freely, so you will have the upper part will become slightly less, let's say, will lose equilibrium. More electrons will go here, because
But
they will
the
stay
basic-
in the phase of the
The basic
charge.
fact of it is that light charges repel.
Repel, yes.
And you
Repel.
know, even without the lines of force and such, when that comes near it, if this same charge is induced in the hand as you approach it, it has to repel.
Because I suppose it is that, in fact, the positive charges, the fixed positive charge will induce negative charges as well in your hand, and these will
It
have the
has to
same
repel,
sign,
yeah.
and so you have the
And that's
repulsive
always
action.
what happens
Yes.
with this. She never attracts it.
And the fact that this is the situation can be also seen, because if you, when you pass your hands or clothes, synthetic clothes mostly,
Yes, yes.
over the plexiglass, you have a very strong
Yes.
effect, electrostatic effect. And sometimes the distribution of the charges is not equally well, it's not
Maybe not.
well balanced all over the surface, but you can have areas with more charges than others. And you can see it because when you put your metal object over the plane, sometimes it starts, of course it will go in the direction when you will have a uniform
Yes, yes.
charge distribution. Maybe if you have more positive here than here,
Yes, yes,
you have an
yes,
imbalance in
yes, yes,
forces.
yes, yes.
And so even if you
Charge is not
fix your-
evenly distributed on
if they are not
plexiglass,
evenly
yeah.
distributed, you put your object on the plane, and you will see that you release the hand, and the object starts. So
You can't really tell what, except from experience, what will happen. And even then, the distribution can be different, it can surprise you.
it can surprise you.
Now, do we have a little bit of thread, like maybe something very flexible?
Yes.
In the way of real thread, that we could fasten on the edge, no. No, well, maybe, no, that's too heavy. Yes, you don't have to take your whole
Yes,
shirt
you can also
off.
take a little piece of paper, you will see it also with a piece
Do you have
of
a
paper.
bit of tape? We could stick it down on the edge here to see whether we get
My
that to
son and
move
me, we
around?
have tried it also with a little piece of aluminium foil placed under.
Oh, yes.
Also over.
Aspetta, la lana
Ah.
forse, questo pezzo di lana.
Ah, sì, ecco, this is wool.
That would be perfect.
Ah, yeah.
They have scissors right here, how convenient. Where did you get those? That's wonderful. You found them.
Yes, follow the rope here. Yeah,
Now, if we could have, I was thinking of just trying to put it on the edge here and tape it down. Ah, perfect. Let's take a little smaller piece for scientific purposes. Here, clip that for me. Thank you. Just about there. You do good work. You really do good work, I must say. Yes. Now, I just want to put this on here. Now let's clean the plexiglass by Right here, rubbing it with this ought to do the job.
Okay. Is it there?
Let me just stroke it here like this. Ah, yes, we want to make sure.
synthetic shirt is, the sleeve of the synthetic shirt is also like...
Yes, I imagine. I'm not getting any effect out of that, but, oops, let's put an object on it and see if we get any movement. Of course, she has an easier time of it because she has the...
I don't think so. I was before trying, but it's not important.
But once you get it going, it also doesn't go over the edge.
Yes,
That's
there are
protected.
yes, this plexus has a strange field, and even the glasses, if you
Really?
influence it, you see the thing going like this and going
Oh,
back.
really?
Yes,
Yes,
it's strange. It's
my
very
idea
strange.
is that any
And you
object
find,
around will...
And
It's
we
going to
found,
interfere with the field, yes.
if you are going to try, we found the best thing to, well, this is the best way to electrify the plexus seems to be the very natural gesture of like
I see.
acupuncture.
Yeah,
This
I
is
see.
with the dosage. It's beautiful.
Wonderful.
You can do all you need.
Wonderful.
Is only
No.
you.
Also coke.
This one is
Great.
is
It
not
works
conductive.
better with the metal objects,
But-
but even with plastic objects
What we...
it will work.
The thing with metal objects, you have to...
That's something I would never suspect.
And if you lower this on the plane of the table,
Yes.
then it works very badly, because I think that a lot of the electric field...
Yes, it can, yes. Oh,
This one is great. Look at that.
I didn't show you the latest thing with this.
No?
I must tell you about this.
This way, but even
Yes.
this way.
Even that way too. I must tell you about this. A man in California is selling a big one. Black,
Beautiful idea.
beautiful,
Beautiful
it's
idea.
beautifully made. It's about, when I say beautifully made, it's a beautiful piece of plastic, but it's not properly made because I don't think he knows how it works. I think he just made some shapes badly. But you know what he says it is? It's a model of Noah's Ark, because he got this in a divine revelation, and he says, if you spin it the way God wants it to be spun, because everything is clockwise, that's why we use this direction clockwise. You spin it like that and it will continue spinning. But if you turn it the opposite way,
Then you go against God's
you'll
will.
go against God's will. That's the way the devil wants it to go, so it stops and it turns back. That's why he knows it's a model of Noah's Ark. And he sells it for $400 and he's selling them. And I almost packed it.
In good
Now,
days, I make it
what can we do
turn
with
around.
this? I don't
can
under-
influence it. And in good days, it goes spinning around like this.
Yeah,
But you got to learn. It is not very reproducible, I'm afraid. Not today, anyway. But in good days.
This is much more than 1 gallon now.
Yeah, but always, that's always electrostatic, of course. No,
See,
no
yes,
magnetic
yes,
effect.
yes.
This,
going
this
that
corner, I think.
Yes, you could do that. Sure. Oh, this is going crazy now. That's very
And the cylindrical objects are good
course,
because
yes,
they
yeah.
go continuously.
conical shape.
And
or
I like
whatever it
very
is.
much this gesture. I don't know why, but I think it's magical.
It feels good. It just feels good. Well, I've got to get a couple of pictures of this while I'm in the process here.
And if you make more,
I don't know.
No.
My impression is just this is the better thing, but you can try everything. It can work. I don't know.
Let me just get a picture of this whole thing.
I've seen also that
Is this
Lay
photogenic
on the
enough?
side.
What?
synthetic shirt is sort of often working very well.
Right, this is the
La tua camicia dall'altra volta era
Era più
estremamente
migliore.
efficace.
You should try for yourself in a good day and you'll find that it's beautiful effect. Mouth open, never speak. No, not good. Oh, what? I wish I could do those things.
Very good. Okay. Now, yes, even the short scan. Fellini is photographing us here. Here's the next one. The camera doesn't work. There you go.
Oh, ho fatto il giro.
Yeah, doesn't work. We've done it. Okay. All because he's being artistic. Look at this.
Yes.
Maybe other length. Okay, right? No, it's here. Okay. Watch carefully. Ready? 1, 2. Which end? You sure? No. Now I have one. No. Put the two hands together like that. Turn a little bit like this. Just like this. Sit. And there it is. There it is. Sponge. Does that happen? I don't know. Now I'm going to do it once more for you. Just one more time. Watch carefully. No. Thank you very much. Great pleasure meeting you. And now you watch the videotape and you will see how it is done.
Ok.
Di migliaia di persone. Certo, chi si rivolge ai cosiddetti operatori dell'occulto non sospetta che dietro le loro magie si nascondono spesso trucchi banalissimi. Fate molta attenzione a questo servizio. Sabrina Pieragostini.
Siamo al castello di San Gaudenzio, nel cuore dell'Oltrepo pavese. Ci ha invitato il mago Polidorus per tentare un esperimento mai riuscito prima, una seduta spiritica davanti alle telecamere. Arrivano 2 collaboratori e tutto è pronto per l'evento. Un attimo di concentrazione, poi, in piena luce, sotto i nostri occhi, il tavolino si solleva da terra. Cambiamo sala per un altro fenomeno. Gli spiriti faranno risuonare un campanello posto alla base del tavolo. I piedi e le mani del mago saranno tenuti sotto controllo per verificare che non compia alcun movimento. Ma la telecamera ha visto tutto. Ma allora c'è il trucco. Mago Polidorus, giù la maschera. Chi è lei veramente?
Sono Massimo Polidoro e sono tra i fondatori del CICAP, il Comitato Italiano per il Controllo delle Affermazioni sul Paranormale, un'organizzazione che cerca di capire la realtà dietro questi presunti fenomeni paranormali e cerca anche di svelarne i misteri.
E il trucco per il tavolino che vola?
È semplicissimo, serve un tavolino a 3 gambe, come questo, vi si piantano 2 chiodini a capocchia un po' larga, dopodiché ci si serve di un anello. Un anellino qualsiasi nel quale è stata seghettata una fessura. La fessura si incastra nell'anello e qui a questo punto è una semplice questione di leva. Il tavolino si inclina e se ci sono 2 persone ai lati del tavolo, questo si può anche sollevare.
Ed è nel suo libro Viaggio tra gli spiriti che Massimo Polidoro svela questi e molti altri inganni del paranormale.
Ed ora le magie del giro dopo 3.806 km e 22